can do. Let's go straight. Give me back all the respect. Talking to myself was for nothing. I wanna stop it, stop it, wanna stop me too. No one can take me back to keep where I wasted. Right on my face. I feel the fans if you take me again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the home of Extreme ECW. And tonight we are live here from Gainesville, Georgia. And tonight we are getting season 4 of ECW started off with some no countout match action. Now, you would think, why out of all the matches we would have a no countouts match? Well, because it was specifically requested by Shane Thorne and Mojo Rawley themselves. After Mojo Rawley basically stole, Shane Thorne says he, quote, stole a matchup from him after winning by countout. Shane Thorne said, alright, well, let's have a rematch, no countouts this time. So now, we're starting off the season 4 of ECW with a no countouts match. I mean, they gotta have a little bit more at play here. I mean, of course, no countouts, so they don't gotta worry about being counted out. But you know, they're going to use their environment to their advantage. I mean, as you can see, new stage, new setup, all new extreme action. And the Royal Rumble is just getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. And we have so much in store here tonight. As the Guild's Titus O'Neil is going to take on one half of the ECW World Tag Team Champions, Gran Metalik. Johnny Curtis is going to be stepping into the ring for another part of his Curtis World Tour, as he's been mentioning a lot as of late. And then also we are going to be seeing the first ECW Championship title defense in over 10 years, as Apollo Crews in the main event is going to put his ECW Championship on the line against returning John Morrison. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're immediately going to start this match out of the gate as Shane Thorne immediately coming out of the gate with a kick, getting Mojo Rawley into a pinfall position. But like I said, both of these men are not going to be down for the count just yet, as now Shane Thorne, just giving way to Mojo Rawley. He's pissed off that Mojo was able to pick up the countout win against him, 2 weeks ago. And Shane Thorne immediately out of the gate with the uppercut. Shoulders are down, Mojo. I thought Mojo would have been put away there, but as you can see, our referee just making sure that this match isn't going to get out of hand. But Shane Thorne immediately out of the gate with a roundhouse, but ducks the clothesline. And Mojo Rawley now on the offense, has him trapped into the corner with a splash. And now Mojo Rawley goes to the other side, drops him with another splash. And now Mojo Rawley, he's got something in mind as he delivers the headbutt. I mean, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, ECW is just kicking off with more and more action. And with this new setup, this new era of ECW, we are ready for a more fight. And as you can see, Mojo Rawley just tossing Shane Thorne over the top rope. Like we said, no count out, so they don't have to worry about being counted out, but a pinfall or submission have to occur in the middle of the ring in order to pick up the win for this match. But don't forget, there are also disqualifications as well, as there are no countouts, but they can be disqualified. So Shane Thorne really has to look out to make sure he's not going to get overwhelmed and he's not going to get himself disqualified and cost him the match once again. But now Shane Thorne, look at this, immediately already fighting Mojo Rawley, going for a roundhouse. Mojo catches the leg. Look at this, palm on the chest, drops him with a choke slam. Beautifully delivered. And now Mojo Rawley, as he lifts up Shane Thorne and throws him right back into the ring. And Mojo is just waiting on attacking Shane Thorne, but Shane Thorne immediately with a drop toe hold. Mojo Rawley goes face first. And now Shane, as he is able to knock off Mojo Rawley here, as, wait a minute, Mojo tosses him to the side. Shane Thorne off with the ropes with an uppercut. Beautifully delivered. And now Shane Thorne's going to go to the top rope. And he's in the position for something big here. Shane Thorne, Phoenix Splash. But Mojo Rawley able to get the knees up. Mojo Rawley able to knock him down with the chop block. And there you see it. Mojo Rawley's just you can just see the hate on the crowd's faces is impalpable. But now, as Mojo, as he looks to forward away with another move with a huge back suplex. ECW getting an upgrade here, and Mojo Rawley, and Shane Thorne and Mojo Rawley have both been on the prowl of the ECW World Championship ever since the rebrand of ECW. But Shane Thorne, it just seems as if more and more obstacles keep getting in his way on his path to the ECW World Championship. Oh! Shane Thorne immediately dropping Mojo Rawley in the middle of the ring with the hesitation dropkick. Shoulders are down. Rawley, he could be put away here, but no. And like I said, both of these men have been utilizing their environment to their advantage. Oh! Mojo Rawley countering that maneuver. Oh! Drops him with a huge Samoan drop in the middle of the ring. And the referee just watching on as Mojo tries to deliver more and more punishment. And Mojo Rawley sending Shane Thorne into the corner. What does he have in mind? Running haymaker from Mojo Rawley. Good Lord, Mojo may have, I would say he knocked him out, but that was not a possibility, as it looked like Mojo Rawley was going to go for the hyperdrive, but Shane Thorne able to counter out of it and deliver an uppercut. And Shane Thorne with a right hand. We're starting out the season of ECW, season 4 rather, of ECW, as Shane Thorne delivers a clothesline from hell, knocking Mojo Rawley right out of his boots. We're going to be beginning season 1 with a no countouts match, episode 1 with a no countouts match, and we're going to end episode 1 with an ECW World Championship defense. I mean, will we see a new champion? I don't know, but all I know is we're in for one hell of a night as Mojo Rawley just gets sent over the top rope, and Shane Thorne looks like he's ready to party, and Shane Thorne, look at this, over the ropes with a spaceman plancha. And you can hear the crowd there on their feet for this opening match of ECW. But I cannot deny that Shane Thorne and Mojo Rawley are going to push each other to the absolute limit if they're going to pick up the win, as Shane Thorne powers them up. Looked like he was going to go for a Falcon Arrow there, but Mojo Rawley able to lift up Shane Thorne on his shoulders. And wait a minute now, as he drapes himself in front of the steel steps, Shane Thorne, oh no, face first goes Shane Thorne onto the top of the steel stairs. Oh, wait a minute now, Mojo Rawley pulling the stairs. He should, moves him away. I don't know what he's got in mind, but I know it's not a good idea, as Shane Thorne just goes colliding into the ring post and over the stairs. And now Mojo Rawley, Shane Thorne directs Mojo Rawley's movement away from him, and now he's using the barricade to his advantage, delivering those right hands. And now Shane Thorne, delivers a right and sends Mojo Rawley into the crowd here. And it looks like Mojo's trying to get away, but Shane Thorne in pursuit after him. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, no countouts here. They have to get back into the ring in order to pick up an actual win here tonight. And Mojo Rawley delivers the uppercut. And now Mojo's just, look at this, both of these guys are just fighting amongst the crowd. I mean, the referee can only just watch on, as he cannot pick any pinfalls, he can't count them out. He can disqualify them if he sees them use a weapon, but I mean, as you can see, Shane Thorne, but Shane Thorne and Mojo Rawley not near it. Well, spoke too soon. They are definitely near weapons. I can see some weapons over there. As Shane Thorne tried to go for a spinning back kick, but moved out of the way now as Mojo Rawley, look at this, tried to send Shane Thorne over. Shane Thorne catches himself, and wait a minute, Mojo tried to grab the back of Shane Thorne's head, and now Shane throwing Mojo Rawley over the barricade once again, and they go right back to where they started on the outside, and Shane Thorne, drops him with a chop block to the back of the knee. And like I said, Shane Thorne and Mojo Rawley just surrounding the announce table right now. Oh, wait a minute. Mojo just pushing Shane Thorne off of him. And now Mojo Rawley's got Shane Thorne up into a fireman's carry position. I don't know what he's got in mind. No. Wasteland. a wasteland across the announce table. Perfectly legal in this match, but like I said, they're using their environment as much as they can. They're using their environment as much as they can, but Mojo and Shane Thorne want to use a lot more than just the ring and their moves to their advantage. Oh! As Mojo Rawley sends Shane Thorne into the ring post, and Mojo Rawley's picked up a chair. Well, this is definitely going to get Mojo Rawley disqualified. Mojo! Oh! Wait a minute. Shane Thorne moved out of the way. And look at... Oh! Shane Thorne directs the chair away from Mojo Rawley. And wait a minute. I think he may have been busted open off of that. Yeah, you can see Mojo Rawley got busted open. I think the chair may have collided with his head as Shane Thorne threw it away. I don't think the referee noticed, but Mojo Rawley just got clocked in the back of the head with a lariat. Huge lariat delivered, but no. It looks like Mojo Rawley was able to get his hand on the rope before the count was even made. And oh, Shane Thorne comes in with a clothesline from hell. I think I may have taken a little bit more out of Shane Thorne than we thought. I mean, I think Shane Thorne may be a little bit winded here. I mean, Mojo Rawley's already getting back to his feet. Shane Thorne's trying to figure out what to do. But now Mojo Rawley's going to take advantage of Shane Thorne's offense. But wait a minute. Shane Thorne suckered him in and threw him right against the ropes. As now Shane Thorne able to pile Mojo Rawley on the top rope. What does he have in mind? Huge Hurricane Rana from the top. Beautiful agility there. And now Shane Thorne getting in the face of Mojo Rawley. I mean, Mojo's face has been busted open, maybe unintentionally, but Mojo is definitely not happy as, he topples down Shane Thorne in the middle of the ring. And now Mojo looks to, Mojo Rawley just got him trapped by the arm, and now he's pulling him in for those huge elbow strikes to the face. And wait a minute now, Mojo Rawley's just looking down at Shane Thorne as now Mojo goes to the second rope. Look at that. He's telling everybody to get on their feet as he tried to go for a huge splash, but Shane Thorne moved right out of the way. And now Shane Thorne's got something in mind here. Tosses him over the ropes, but he catches himself. And now Shane Thorne delivers the right hand. But no, Mojo Rawley's in a bad position here. Back suplex onto the apron. Back suplex onto the apron. Shane Thorne's got a lot more in store. And look at this now. Fireman's carry into a roundhouse kick. And as you can see, that chair is still on the outside here. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, my God. Huge Saito suplex. He may have went head first onto that chair. And that time, it was definitely intentional. As now Shane Thorne, look at this. He's got Mojo Rawley right where he wants him. And wait a minute now. Shane Thorne powers him up. He goes on for the Aussie 8-star powerbomb. The Aussie Star Powerbomb. Shoulders are down. Mojo Rawley has been put away. Well, whether you like his tactics or not for this match, Shane Thorne was the victor. And very controversially, in my opinion. I mean, that first chair shot may have been unintentional, but that second chair shot definitely wasn't, as he delivers a Saito suplex and drops Mojo Rawley on the back of his head on that chair. Shane Thorne has picked up the win in this match here tonight, and he has put an end to Mojo Rawley as he celebrates. We are getting closer and closer to the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, and we gotta think, is one of our ECW competitors gonna be walking into the Royal Rumble? Walking into the Royal Rumble are hopeful, but walking out as the victor. But ladies and gentlemen, next week we will be seeing some amazing action as Big E Langston returns to in-ring action against the debuting ECW Cruiserweight Mustafa Ali. Sami Zayn's still up in arms about Walter costing him his main event opportunity and his ECW World Championship. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on to what Johnny Curtis has referred to as the Johnny Curtis World Tour. As Johnny Curtis has been racking up a good amount of wins as of late. Last week he was able to pick up a win, and now he's going to be facing up once again. Well, last week he actually didn't pick up a win. It was more of a no contest, but he was able to pick up the win against Alexander Wolf not too long ago. Picked up a win against Big E a couple of weeks ago as well. So now he has called out any person he wants. Whoever wants to step up and face him, they will deliver. And it looks like it's going to be, I believe that's Epico Cologne is going to be taking on Johnny Curtis here tonight. But like I said, Johnny Curtis has been experimenting as of late. He's been trying to find his own element, especially with his finishing move. He's been really experimenting with moves as of late. I mean, he had the Judgment Slam that he delivered on Alexander Wolf. He's been using that Harlem Hangover, as he calls the Final Tango, and that move seems to be quite effective. But he's also been looking for a new finisher. But I don't know if he's even able to hit a new move here tonight. I mean, you can't count out Epico Cologne. I was about to refer to his cousin, brother, whoever he is, Primo Cologne. But like I said, Johnny Curtis is one of the more hopeful superstars here on ECW. As now Johnny Curtis delivering those 10 shots into the corner. As Johnny Curtis just keeps delivering those shots directly to the head. And Johnny Curtis, Johnny Curtis directly to the head, and Johnny, look at that, already getting the crowd on their feet here, as now Epico is trying to figure out a way to put away Johnny Curtis, trying to counter his offense. And look at this now, Johnny Curtis delivering those right hands into the corner. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen Guilty as Charged, Sami Zayn is still very, very upset about his loss against Apollo Crews for the ECW World Championship, as it wasn't even his fault that he lost. Walter, the ring general, basically attacked him out of nowhere and cost him his ECW World Championship shot. And we've seen a lot of irrational moves as of late from Sami Zayn. I mean, last week he was up against his friend Bo Dallas, and basically he, as you saw in that interaction between him and Jack Maverick, and look at this now, Epico, boom, delivers a huge Hurricane Rana. As you saw back there with Jack Maverick, he didn't even see Bo Dallas last week. He saw Walter, and that's why he kept delivering the move on him. Bo Dallas is still okay right now, but Sami Zayn is beside himself. I mean, he still wants to get his revenge on Walter. Huge spinning heel kick there from Johnny Curtis. And now, oh, wait a minute now, what does Johnny Curtis have in mind here? Whoa! Oh! I think Johnny Curtis, I don't know what he refers to that as, but it looks like that may be the move of the week. And Johnny Curtis able to pick up the win. I don't know what Johnny Curtis refers to that move as, but it was definitely effective. As now Johnny Curtis picks up the win, he is moving on, and Johnny Curtis has been hopeful to get into the Royal Rumble, and has been able to get into the Royal Rumble and be a little bit more on the underdog side, as Johnny Curtis celebrates in the middle of the ring. Johnny Curtis is dancing along with the ECW crowd here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be hearing a first look from our ECW Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, in this exclusive interview that was conducted earlier today. Let's take a look. Well, there you hear from our ECW Women's Champion. But next week, she will be stepping into the ring for the first time as the ECW Women's Champion against one of her other hopeful competitors in that fatal 5-way at Guilty as Charged, Asuka. And we have now learned how Liv Morgan will be conducting her challenger for Living Dangerously. She will be picking 2 hopeful women's superstars, and the winner of that match will challenge her at Living Dangerously. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on to our tag team division. As if you saw last week, Paul Heyman has been very, very resentful of the new guild that has been walking around here on ECW. But like I said, he has been giving opportunities as well, as the guild will be in a huge 8-man tag team match next week against Heavy Machinery and Mustache Mountain in a huge 8-man tag team match. And if the guild is able to pick up the win, they will challenge the Lucha Mafia for the World Tag Team Championships at Living Dangerously. But if they're not able to, Mustache Mountain and Heavy Machinery will face each other, and the winner of that match will challenge the Lucha Mafia. And wait, that's Brody Lee, and that's Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil's supposed to be competing right now. He's supposed to be facing Gran Metalik. Wait, what? Our new brother? The face of Fatality? Who is he referring to? What, who in the hell is that? Wait a minute. I think is that, no, it can't, that's Bronson Reed. That's Bronson Reed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Bronson Reed, he has made his name known around the independent scene as, and I don't know how the guild was able to get in touch with him, but it seems as if Brody Lee has convinced this big monster of a man to join him. And if you saw, Titus O'Neil basically said that Eric Young and Sheamus were kicked out of the guild as they were not strong enough. But Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are just what the guild needs, and I guess they needed a penultimate plan. And I guess Bronson Reed was the 5th and final plan. As you can see, Bronson Reed, look at that, just if I was Gran Metalik, I'd be running right now. I can't even imagine. You're about to step into the ring with one of the biggest forces in wrestling. And look at this now, Gran Metalik and Bronson Reed, here we go. And look at this, Bronson Reed! Good lord. Gran Metalik immediately came out of the gate and tried to, oh my god, look at the power that Bronson Reed possesses. And oh, into the corner. Just the power this man possesses. And oh, wait a minute now, Bronson Reed already just striking out Gran Metalik like he's nothing. Oh, a huge kick to the sternum. Like I said, look at him just ragdolling Gran Metalik like he's nothing. Now he's got him locked into the abdominal stretch. And oh, Gran Metalik now, look at this, delivering the right hands as Gran Metalik able to pull him over. Look at that. Trying to maneuver the weight away from him as now Gran Metalik going off the ropes, going for a crossbody, and actually hit the crossbody. He's got Bronson Reed down. Reed could be put away, but not even a count of 2, as Reed able to use all of his strength and just throw Metalik off of him. I mean, like I said, this man is just a beast. He is just a force to be reckoned with in there. And oh, wait a minute now, Bronson Reed powers him up and drops Gran Metalik with an electric chair drop. Well, this was a surprise I was not expecting, as now Bronson Reed, just look at this, has Gran Metalik on his shoulder. just powering him up, and Snake Eyes dropping Metalik onto the top rope. And now Gran Metalik, he almost got hit with a huge dropkick, but he got pulled in and got his head almost knocked off like a guillotine by Bronson Reed's clothesline. And now Bronson Reed selling Gran Metalik off of the rope. Oh my God. Like, do you see this? Just the power that this man is showing. And Gran Metalik, look at this, able to roll out of it. Huge poison Rana dropping Bronson Reed on the back of his head. I mean, man, I can't even speak. I'm just surprised by the appearance of Bronson Reed and the fight that Gran Metalik is putting up against him. And if you're wondering why none of the other teammates are out here tonight, that's because Paul Heyman has banned all of the teams that are involved. The Guild, Heavy Machinery, and Mustache Mountain, and Lucha Mafia, they have all been banned from this match to ensure no foul play will be involved. As Gran Metalik able to counter and drops Bronson Reed with a sling blade in the middle of the ring. And now Gran Metalik and another sling blade. And look at this now, as Bronson Reed is taking the offense a little bit more. Gran Metalik's gonna fly. Look at this springboard swanton bomb. Jesus, I don't like the way he landed there. I think Gran Metalik may have landed on his head off of that, but nonetheless, it was effective. And now Gran Metalik looks like he's gonna go up to the top rope. And as you can see, the referee telling him to get down. And that wasn't a good plan, as Bronson Reed able to get his knees up. And Gran Metalik just gets dropped with a huge drop kick. And look at this, Bronson Reed just keeps lifting up Gran Metalik like he's nothing. And a gourd buster. And a gourd buster by the big man Reed, the face of Fatality, as Brody Lee has referred to Bronson Reed as. And now, Bronson Reed, comes in and drops Gran Metalik with a huge clothesline. And wait a minute now, what is this? Wait a minute, Bronson Reed, look at this, locks in the sharpshooter on World Tag Team Champion. And Gran Metalik is just, he's writhing in pain. But wait a minute, look at this, able to maneuver himself and pushes Bronson Reed right off of him. And now, Bronson Reed just gets caught with some chops and some more. A huge chop delivered. And look at this now, as Gran Metalik powers Bronson Reed back up to his feet. And look at this now, what does Metalik have in mind here? But, Bronson Reed able to roll him out of there. And, God, just pancaking him in the corner. I mean, like I said, Bronson Reed is a force to be reckoned with, but I can't even imagine what it's going to be to take down this huge Goliath of a man. And look at this now, Bronson Reed trying to get under the crowd's skin. As now, look at this, just looking around. And now Bronson Reed going to the top rope. He's got him down. And wait a minute now, Metalik up to his feet and stops him with a drop kick. As now Gran Metalik, he's going for something big. Look at this, off the ropes, going for a Hurricane Rana. I think Bronson Reed was able to move out of the way. And he gets caught with a huge headbutt. And wait a minute now, Bronson Reed going to the top rope, and a huge Bronson Reed splash. Good night, Gran Metalik. Well, I said it wasn't going to be pretty. And that's exactly what we got. As look at that. Look at the height that Gran Metalik off of that crossbody. But you cannot count out Metalik. He was not prepared for this match. And look at that. Boom. Huge splash. Just squishing Gran Metalik below him. But like I said, Gran Metalik was not prepared for such a huge battle. He was prepared for Titus O'Neil. But Gran Metalik just got a taste of the fifth man of the Guild. And Bronson Reed runs rampant here on ECW. Well, there you hear it from Paul Heyman. We now know who is going to challenge for the ECW Championship at Living Dangerously. But ladies and gentlemen, one of those matches is going to be Chad Gable taking on Walter in the main event next week. As Chad Gable makes his return to the ring and Walter makes his in-ring debut. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. John Morrison is back on ECW. And John Morrison is about to step into the ring with the first ECW champion in over 10 years. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, just a huge bombshell was dropped on us by Paul Heyman as he has handpicked 4 of ECW's best. And he said the winners of those 2 matches will challenge each other in a ladder match. And the winner of that ladder match will take on whoever the ECW champion is at Living Dangerously. So no rematches, no rematch clauses will be invoked if John Morrison is able to pick up the win here tonight and pick up his second ECW World Championship. But John Morrison is plucky, and he knows that ECW Championship like the back of his hand. And John Morrison is ready to take it from the grasp of the man who was able to walk out of guilty as charged as the new champion. And Apollo Crews is ready to set ECW into cruise control. As you can see, he holds that ECW Heavyweight Championship around his waist. And Apollo Crews, I mean, what has not been said about this amazing competitor? He is one of the most deserving ECW champions we've seen in a while. And there you see, as Apollo Crews holds that championship high, Apollo Crews is ready, and he's ready to defend that championship to the best of his abilities. And he is not going to give up regardless. I mean, so much championship implications, ladies and gentlemen. The first ECW World Championship match in over 10 years. But Apollo Crews, he has a lot more in store than he thinks. I mean, if you saw last week, Apollo could not be 100%. I mean, John Morrison basically attacked him and left him in a heaping pile in one of those offices backstage. But now, Apollo Crews is ready to defend that championship. Usually he's happy-go-lucky and he's ready to get into the ring and have a good match. But tonight it's personal. The ECW World Championship, it's personal. And Apollo Crews is not going to let somebody, especially John Morrison, walk all over him and steal that championship from the grasp of his cold, dead fingers. But Apollo Crews is ready to set everybody in the cruise control here. And John Morrison, as you can see John Morrison ready to show the world that he is the next man in line for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, everybody was surprised when Apollo Crews was giving his promo and giving his thanks and his just appreciation for the fans for supporting him into winning the ECW World Championship. But like I said, John Morrison, he didn't see the respect. He did not see Apollo Crews as a champion. So now John Morrison, he challenged Apollo to a one-time ECW Championship match. And there's got to be a lot on the mind of Apollo. If he's not able to win, and he's not able to give that, and he's not able to knock off his opponent here tonight, he's not able to challenge for that championship in a rematch. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Apollo Crews and John Morrison. Let's get it on. And now John Morrison, look at this, backing Apollo Crews back up into the corner. And look at this, our referee telling him to back off. Oh, but John Morrison with a cheap shot directly to the nose. And Apollo, oh, look at this now. Now they're just striking up once again. And backed up right back into the corner. But wait a minute, the referee already trying to get back out of it. And oh, Apollo Crews comes back with an even harder one. And now Apollo Crews, he's going to take advantage of the situation as he comes in with a discus elbow. And now Apollo Crews, look at this. He's got John Morrison right where he wants him. Going for a superplex, but John Morrison delivers a suplex of his own. Like I said, John Morrison and Apollo Crews been equally matching each other. And look at that, matching each other in intensity. As John Morrison, Apollo Crews tried to go for a right hand, but John Morrison tried to go for a right hand, but Apollo Crews comes back even harder with one that nearly knocked his lights out. And Apollo Crews just sends John Morrison over the top rope for a clothesline. And look at this now. I think Apollo Crews got something in mind here as Apollo flies right over the top rope. May have nicked him on the way down, but it was definitely effective nonetheless. As now Apollo Crews, oh wait a minute, Olympic slam on the outside. Like I said, these men are not gonna give any leeway. That's what does Apollo Crews have in mind as he delivers a moonsault to the outside. Apollo Crews delivering a moonsault was able to knock John Morrison off of his game. Just sends John Morrison face first into the announce table as the referee counts a count of 5. And John Morrison delivers a drop kick against the apron as now John Morrison, as the referee at a count of 7 here, and Apollo Crews and John Morrison able to both break the count. Apollo Crews has champion's advantage. If he's counted out or disqualified, he will retain his championship. But if I know anything about Apollo Crews, he is not going to let somebody take the easy way out. Apollo Crews is not going to take the easy way out. He's going to put up a fight, and he's not going to give up. But now John Morrison, John Morrison now, look at this, as Morrison's just delivering the right hands. And John Morrison, what is this? John Morrison with a kick to the gut, trying to go for a knee to the side of the head, but Apollo Crews able to move out of the way, and it looked like Apollo got the one-up of Morrison, and look at this now. And Apollo Crews dropping John Morrison face first. And drops the elbow on the sternum of the Shaman of Sexy. But now John Morrison, look at this. And John Morrison, he's still giving Apollo Crews all that he's got as he delivers a tornado DDT. And John Morrison, as he gets on the offense of the ECW champion and drops him down with an enziguri. Like I said, both these men, Apollo Crews catches the leg, pulls him up, drops him with a power bomb. And I think John Morrison may have hit his neck off of that one. Shoulders are down. The referee was in the position to count the 2, but it looks like John Morrison still has a lot more left in the tank as he comes in and delivers a huge lariat to the back of the head of Apollo Crews. And what is this now? John Morrison off of the springboard with a roundhouse kick. Beautiful disaster kick there from John Morrison. But now Apollo able to get the one-up on Morrison. And wait a minute, what does Apollo have in mind? As now Apollo Crews, drapes him across the top rope. And look at that, Apollo still always been one to be one with the fans. But John Morrison is all business here tonight. John Morrison is all about taking that ECW World Championship from Apollo. And look at this now, Apollo Crews tosses John Morrison off of the ropes. Huge spine buster. Huge spine buster to John Morrison. But look at this now. Rolls it into a Boston Crab. And look at this now. The referee makes sure that the referee is not really looking at him, but John Morrison not going to tap out nonetheless. But now John Morrison, look at this, waiting for Apollo to get back up to his feet as he delivers a huge face buster to Apollo Crews. And now John Morrison scrambles into a pinfall. Shoulders are down. Can we see a new champion here? No. John Morrison thought he had that match on lockdown, but Apollo Crews, like I said, Apollo Crews is not one to give up lightly. As Apollo Crews now, what is this? Apollo rolls John Morrison down. John Morrison has his shoulders down, but Apollo Crews still not down for the count, and he's trying to go for a German suplex, but John Morrison able to roll out of it. And John Morrison off the ropes trying to go for a DDT, but Apollo Crews moves right out of the way. And now Apollo, he's got the offense on John Morrison. Morrison catches the leg. But just slams him down with a dragon screw. Like I said, both of these men have been studying each other's arsenals. John Morrison with a huge DDT, spiking Apollo's head off off of the canvas, and now John Morrison, look at this, as Apollo struggles to stand. But both of these men, they both have amazing motivations for taking that championship. But look at this now, John Morrison, whoa, tosses Apollo Crews to the outside, and now John Morrison, ready to fly, drops Apollo Crews on the outside. And like I was explaining, John Morrison says Apollo Crews is not champion worthy. He is not the best champion to ever exist. That was me. That was John Morrison. And look at this now, John Morrison has Apollo Crews against the ring post, but Apollo Crews moves out of the way. Oh, and just wrenches the arm. But now, Apollo sends John Morrison's face into it. Oh, and slams his head against the ring post once again. And now the referee at a count of 5. Oh, but John Morrison just delivers a huge boot to the face. And now, as John Morrison tosses Apollo Crews into the ring, Morrison goes to the top rope. Huge leg drop. Huge leg drop from the top rope. And now John Morrison taking advantage. Locks in the cross arm bar. The cross arm bar. And Apollo Crews is struggling to stay in. He's trying to look for a way out. He's trying to get to a rope of some kind, but he can't. And now, oh, look at this. Apollo Crews maneuvers out of it. Oh, and now he's delivering those right hands to the Shaman of Sexy. As Apollo Crews now, oh, look at that. Apollo just saying, nope, not on my watch. As Apollo Crews, look at that, powers him up and drops him with a pop-up power slam. And to top it all off, with a shooting star press. Apollo Crews has always been one for style. 1, 2, John Morrison could be put away here, no. Apollo Crews beside himself, thinking he had John Morrison put away, but John Morrison is not going to lay down and take it these men got me all flustered. And look at this now, John Morrison sends him off for the ropes with a Falcon Arrow. And John Morrison, like I said, he's always had one too many moves, and and Apollo Crews seems to be countering every single one of them. But Apollo Crews has always got to pull the rabbit out of the hat somehow, and he's got to put Morrison away, as Apollo now ready to fire away as he tried to go for a forearm, but John Morrison moves out of the way. John Morrison, kick to the gut, Moonlight Drive! The Moonlight Drive from John Morrison! Morrison piles Apollo Crews into the pinfall. Shoulders are down. Count of 2. Apollo Crews able to get the shoulder up. Oh my God. I thought that was it. I thought John Morrison was going to be the ECW World Champion. But look at this now. Whoa, John Morrison floats into it and rolls into a single leg Boston Crab, but Apollo Crews able to quickly grab the rope before the submission was even applied. But now, John Morrison with a chop. John Morrison delivers a chop as he has Apollo Crews set in the middle of the ring, or in the corner rather. And now John Morrison, look at this, has Apollo Crews up on the top rope. And wait a minute, what does he have in mind here? Back suplex, dropping Apollo Crews on his head. And now John Morrison, what does he have in mind here? Goes for a sidewalk. But look at this, Apollo Crews able to use the knee out of nowhere. And what does Apollo Crews have in mind here? Look at this, lifts up John Morrison. Cruise control! Cruise control! Apollo Crews scrambles into a pinfall. He could have it here, but John Morrison gets the shoulder up. Apollo Crews and John Morrison putting their best efforts to the line here as John Morrison delivers a clothesline and delivers another, but comes in with a single leg drop kick. Like I said, both of these men have to use all of the moves in their arsenal, and it seems like they're running out of ammunition. John Morrison back into a neck breaker. A backbreaker into the neck breaker, and now John Morrison has got something in mind here. And I think Morrison's trying to study his opponent. Circling him around like a vulture, but Apollo Crews is not dead yet, as Apollo sends Morrison into that corner. And now Apollo Crews, he is thinking of a huge opportunity. Huge right hand delivered. And wait a minute, Apollo sends John Morrison into the corner, and I think Apollo Crews has something in mind as he puts John Morrison on the top. Wait a minute, power slam. But I think John Morrison countered. John Morrison countered that power slam, into more of a stunner or like a jawbreaker, because now John Morrison on the attack as he delivers a swinging neckbreaker. John Morrison goes to the outside. What does he have in mind here? Morrison, shooting star press. Beautifully delivered, but Apollo Crews able to move out of the way. And now Apollo Crews tried to go for the tried to go on the top. And John Morrison tried to go for a Hurricane Rana, but Apollo counters. Huge tornado DDT out of the corner. God, I think he may have just spiked John Morrison right on the top of his head. And now Apollo, huge Olympic slam. And I think the referee may have to check on John Morrison. I think he may have taken a little too much after that tornado DDT. But wait a minute now. Apollo Crews, he's going to the top rope. What does he have in mind here? Apollo Crews, wait a minute. Look at that! Shooting star press! Apollo! He's used that move before! Shoulders are down! Apollo retains the ECW World Championship. What a phenomenal match from these two. And what a ECW World Heavyweight Championship match. And as you can see, John Morrison and Apollo Crews both put up their best efforts to knock down their opponents. But in the end, it is Apollo Crews who stands high above the ring and is staring at the crowd with the ECW World Championship held high. And there you see, that was when I thought the match was over, when Apollo hit the cruise control. But also, we saw Apollo Crews deliver the Olympic Slam, and that was when Apollo took advantage and delivered that shooting star press. And that shooting star press led him to retain his ECW World Championship. And there you see Apollo Crews beside himself that he was able to pick up the win and retain what is rightfully his. For everyone who said that Apollo Crews was a fluke and his championship was a fluke, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. We will see you next time.